All right, everybody, brace yourself because guess what? The $100 9mm is back. High Point C9 I just picked up yesterday. This one was used, and I'll tell you right now, the only thing less expensive than a brand new High Point is a used High Point. These things tend to hold very low resale value. They just don't hold their value very well on the used market, and for that reason, if you can find a used High Point that's not unfairly marked up, it's a great deal. I mean, literally, this is an 8-shot 9mm for $100 or less. At least in my area, you can find them for that cheap. I got this just because of that. It's a great deal, and you know what? I love having fun with these types of firearms. These firearms are the most controversial, it seems like, at least as far as their handguns go. And if you look at any of the internet forums or spend any amount of time at a shooting range, when somebody brings up the topic of a High Point, it usually sparks off debate, and more often than not, one or two people out of that debate are going to end up getting pissed, and I find that funny. A lot of you guys know me. I tend to be a smartass sometimes. If you paid attention to the recent drama on my channel, I do know how to push people's buttons and get them set off. And nothing is funner than shooting a gun like this at a shooting range, and then somebody with an attitude comes up and says, man, High Points suck, or, you know, they're bricks, or you should get something better like a Glock. And then I proceed to outshoot them with this cheap little $100 handgun. Or they come up with the stereotype that, well, if you're a High Point owner, you just really don't know what you're doing. You're just getting into the world of firearms. You don't have anything that's worth anything as far as firearms go. You don't know what quality is. And I really have fun with that one just because, you know, I'll shoot something like this at a range, and when the person is sitting there talking to me going, yeah, you know, you should get a SIG, or you should get this or get that or whatever. Then all of a sudden I show up with a gun like this. I pull this out of my shooting bag and start shooting with it. Or Glock or whatever I have at the time. And then they kind of go, huh, interesting. Kind of blew that stereotype away. But anyway, the High Point. I'll probably do a couple more fun videos with this. I won't be doing reviews of it, I guess, unless it's requested, because I already got a couple videos out there reviewing this gun. But I may do some more videos talking about, you know, how to run a High Point in a defensive situation, I guess. Because I don't see that often. For whatever reason, people, when they make videos talking about gunfighting or self-defense or whatever, concealed carry, home defense, they're afraid to use budget handguns like this. And they do that because they're afraid that, well, you know, if I do a video with a High Point, I'm not going to have any credibility. And, you know, I might do a couple of videos like that with this High Point just to show you guys that, yeah, it does work. If you get one that works good, if you get the magazines that work good, which, by the way, quick side note, that is the weak point in the High Point system. It's not the gun itself, it's the magazine. The magazines are extremely cheap, and if you get one, usually it's the feed lips that are jacked up on these things, and that is what causes the problems with the High Points more often than not. So in any case, I plan on doing some of these videos talking about, you know, how to run a High Point, you know, doing the clearance drills and whatnot. It's pretty much the same as any other handgun. There's some slight differences due to the mass of the slide and just how the gun is made up. But I may do some videos on that. I do plan on doing a very fun little comparison video. And the only reason I'm doing this is because, you know, there's no practicality in it. But everybody seems to compare these two handguns online. When you look at the forums, people look at these handguns and go, well, yeah, the High Point isn't this. It doesn't run as good as this. It doesn't do this. It doesn't do that. So I'm going to go ahead and compare the two. I'm going to compare High Point versus SIG. And you guys might go, why in the world are you doing that? Well, I'm just doing it for fun, really, because the practicality of comparing a $100 gun to a $600, $700 gun just doesn't make sense. But it's just for fun because everybody talks about it on forums. And these kind of fit because this is a 225, which is an 8+1 capacity, and here's the C9, which is also an 8+1 capacity. So I figure, why not? Let's compare them just for fun. So in any case, should make for a few fun videos. Just wanted to show you that, yep, the $100 pistol is back in my inventory. And a lot of you guys know I used to do a lot of old high point videos, create a little controversy on YouTube. And we'll see if that'll happen again. I'll post up a few videos with this, talk about it, kind of reach out to the budget side of the house again. I've been doing more expensive handguns lately, so let's get back to the budget side of the house and have some fun in that realm. So there it is. Thanks a lot for watching. Hey, if any of you guys got high point videos, go ahead and post them up, video response. Why not? High points, they're the kind of gun that not everybody likes to admit they have, but more people have them than you think. So there it is. Thanks for watching. And oh, by the way, I think high points are like Mosin the Gaunt's. They're so inexpensive, why not get one? If anything, they're made in the USA. Support a USA owned and operated company. Support the local workers. And you know what? Might as well buy one. If anything, it makes for a fun range toy. So alright, thanks for watching, and please stay safe.